this video, we're going to be going over how to set up your delivery zones. So to get started, you'll head to your delivery section, which is going to be just under your store settings, store info, and then delivery settings is going to be on the left-hand side. So here you can see that we have a few zones set up already, but on your dashboard, you should see a small red square and then a larger green square. And what you're going to want to do to get started, one, if you're happy with the zones and the parameters that are set, feel free to keep them. But if not and you want to edit them, you can go ahead and click Edit Delivery Area with this little pencil on whichever zone you want to change. So here, let's get started with that. We click Edit. And then just to go over some basics, first, if you want to add a point, click on the map to drop it. If you want to take away a point, double click to remove. And then if you want to move a point, click and drag, and you can move the points out or in as you see fit. And then as we look over here, as we hover over each of the points, you'll see the distance both in minutes and in miles that it is from the store. So for example, this point is 4 minutes and 0.6 miles away. This one's 13 minutes and 6.2 miles away, so on and so forth. So this method of dragging and dropping is really awesome if you want to create a radius. And if you want to do it by zip code, I'll show you how to do that in 1 second. But here we are with our zone. We've dragged, we've dropped, and we're good to go. So once we are all set, we can zoom out, zoom in, really check out the zone, making sure we're getting good coverage. And when we're happy, we're going to go ahead and move down to fill in the delivery info. So here you'll have the opportunity to switch from fixed or pay per mile for pricing. So fixed is just going to be if you want to charge a flat delivery fee, $5.99, no matter how far they are from the store in your zone. And then pay per mile is going to be if you want to charge based on the mileage they are away from the zone. So for example, this is how a lot of the time Postmates or DoorDash does it. So if you want to match them, this is how you should set it. So we're at pay per mile. You'll want to set a base price. So this is what customers are going to be charged within a mile of your store. So for DoorDash and Postmates, typically that's around $5.99. And then you're also going to set a per mile fee. So as they get further and further out from your store, that fee starts getting added on. So for example, it would be a $5.99 base price, and then say they're between 1 and 2 miles away from your store, you start adding that other fee on. So between 1 mile and 2 miles, it would be $6.99 for delivery. And that'll be reflected to your customers at checkout. So here, as you can see, we have the base price and the delivery fee set, which is awesome. And then what we're going to want to do next is set the minimum amount for delivery. So this is if you want to set a minimum to leave your store. So say you don't want anything less than $10 leaving out your door, that's where you can set this price under minimum amount for free delivery. Then up here, you'll see that I have forced the delivery fee on. You can toggle this on and off, but what it'll do is if it's toggled on and the customer's at checkout, they're not going to see a message letting them know, hey, if you add X amount more, you get free delivery at $100. Instead, you're just going to force that fee, no pop-up, no anything. This is what we suggest if you tend to have a higher fee for free delivery, just to not off-put customers. If you have a lower fee for free delivery, you can leave that toggled off, and at checkout, the customers are going to get a message saying, hey, if you add X dollars of product, you'll get free delivery. So that's just up to personal preference. I typically say, if it's above like 100, 150, keep it toggled on just so they're not getting that pop-up. If it's around 50, 75, you can leave that toggled off and upsell the customer there. So here, I'll leave it toggled off. And then if you don't want to offer free delivery at all, something to note is that you could set this minimum amount for free delivery at 0, and then make sure that force the delivery fee is toggled on. That'll make sure they're paying the delivery fee all the time. No free delivery offered. Moving down to the time settings here, you'll have the max delivery in minutes, so this is the amount of time it's going to take you to get anywhere in the zone. A customer will see this just when they get notified that the order has been accepted, and here, typically I suggest setting it, whether it be 60 or 120, to match the delivery window step. So the delivery window step is going to be the number of hours for each delivery window when customers schedule delivery for a future time. So think of this as time slots. If you have it set as 1, customers are going to 1 hour increments to schedule their deliveries. So 1 to 2 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m. If it's set at 2, they'll see the 2-hour slots. So 1 to 3 p.m., 3 to 5 p.m., so on and so forth. And then, like I had said, I just like these two to match so people know, okay, I ordered within a 2-hour window. The max delivery time is going to be 2 hours to get there. And then moving over here to the right, we have deadline offset. This is going to be the number of minutes before the end of delivery hours you stop accepting delivery orders for that day. So with that, say your store closes at 8 o'clock and you don't want an order coming in at 7:59 for you to go deliver. What you can do is set this, say to 30 minutes or 60 minutes, so that at 7:30, those orders placed after that start getting pushed to the next day. Below is the delivery delay. Works in a little bit of an opposite way. This is just to give you some lead time so people aren't ordering for delivery as soon as possible. So here, you'll want to put, say, your store, you're open at 10, you don't want anyone ordering for delivery as soon as possible right then. You can give yourself a little bit of lead time at 30 minutes, and that way they'll see, instead of now to order for delivery, they'll see the first delivery option time slot is 30 minutes from now. And then once you're happy with all these settings, go ahead and click save, and that'll save the zone to your map. And then I had mentioned before how to create a zone with codes. So to do that, we're going to click add a new area. And here you can enter the zip code up on the top left. So we'll do 10007. Click the check mark. And then just make sure if any of these colors pop up, you click one just to make it stick. And then you'll see here that the delivery zone fills in based on the zip code. And with that, same idea applies. You can always double click to remove one, you could always expand it, but it'll set it up based on the zip code initially. And then moving down here, filling in all of this is going to be the same. And then save when you're happy, and you are good to go. And then just a few other things to make a note of. Here, you'll see just a couple of settings that you can do a quick preview of if you don't want to go and edit the entire zone, so you could just see how your zones are set. And then if you need to delete a zone, so say you want to keep the red zone but get rid of the green zone that we have automatically in there, you can go ahead and just click on the delete delivery area, the little trash can button, to get rid of it. And then also, if you want to clone a delivery area, say you drew a radius, you just want to clone it so you could drag it further out in a new area, you can go ahead and click clone delivery area here to get that done. Alrighty, that's how you set up your delivery zones, both by dragging and dropping if you want to create it by a radius, or by adding a zip code.